What are we calling this?
Beercast.
Yeah, I guess first, welcome to episode 1. First thing we need to talk about is what the heck we're gonna name this.
Yeah. We had some good ideas.
Yeah.
We've barely thought about it.
I think I brought up beers with the boys, or brews with the boys.
Yeah, I think that's already a podcast.
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't do any research.
Fury Potter.
I said vodcast.
For like vodka.
Yeah.
Because we're drinking beer.
Yeah. It's alcohol.
Yeah. Alcocast.
I've got like a little list here. I got Beerly Beloved, Pints and Prose, Cans and Conversation, Brewski Banter, and Mugs and Mirth.
Pints and pros and cans and cons.
Oh my.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll figure out a name eventually.
Yeah.
In the meantime though, we're gonna drink a beer.
Yeah, so this is the Kona Brewing Company Hanalei Island IPA. None of us have ever had this one before, so this will be a first for us all.
Yeah.
It's a fan favorite in Hawaii since we were actually just there.
That's
The
true.
passion fruit, orange guava.
Yeah.
Literally everything there was flavored pog.
Yes, Pog. OMG.
Yeah, I can read like a little origin story before we talk about it, I guess. This is on their website, the Kona Brewing Company website. It says, Paddler's Paradise. On the north coast of Kauai, the perfect crescent shape of Hanalei Bay tucks up against lush green mountains, streaked with waterfalls fed by the warm Pacific rain. This is the Hawaii of your dreams. Launch your kayak into the calm blue waters of the historic pier and take in the iconic view of white sand beaches, the small village of Hanalei, and Makana Mountain, famously known as Bali High, towering above you. Paddling from this bay out to the Nepali coast or up the Hanalei River, you will discover more natural wonders that can only be seen as you glide through the water. With the sun above and your troubles behind, you might just feel like this place is as close to paradise as you'll ever get. So that seems to have like nothing to do with the beer other than the name.
It was just an ad for the beer.
Yeah, honestly. It says
They're not selling you a beer, they're selling you an experience.
that's true.
And our experience
Liquid aloha.
is going to be drinking beer.
It does say food pairings. It's a lighter beer. Obviously, it's an IPA. And it says it pairs perfectly with any seafood, tacos, pizza, or pasta dish.
So, like, all beers.
Beers go with everything.
They do.
Okay, I think we are ready to take our first sips here.
And I've taken a couple sips.
Yeah, my first one. Well, we got to cheers it.
Oh, yeah.
Clink.
What do they say for cheers in Hawaii?
Probably aloha.
They say that for a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And mahalo.
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 That's thank you.
So,
Thank you for the beer.
first impressions.
Generally not a fan of IPAs, but this is pretty good. It's
It's a little citrusy.
Kinda
It's a lot of bitter.
yeah, a lot of bitter. I like bitter coffee.
What about bitter beery?
Bitter butter battle blue.
Bitter coleslaw.
It does say that, like, we talked about this already, but it's got the passion fruit orange guava stuff in it. I do not taste that at all.
Nope.
I
Like-
tasted a tiny amount of the orange. It's kind of like
the smell.
homeopathy, you know. Maybe they like put a glass of pog juice next to it when they were making it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know, like, maybe there's just, like, a
You can
tinge
smell it.
of sweetness.
You can definitely smell it.
Oh, yeah, what the heck?
That's definitely pog. That's gonna be the running joke of the night.
That smells great.
Yeah, definitely can smell it. Definitely get what you guys were saying about the bitterness, but
You could put this in one of those like air fresheners. Be like, man, it smells like pog in this house.
You seen
But
those?
it's just beer.
Those TikToks of like or videos of people going like TikTok made me buy it, and they'll put like an air like humidifier, like a stick in like a bottle of Fanta, and it'll like start to like spray out like Fanta humidity.
I've not seen that.
I have seen people try to put like liquor in a humidifier before and like try to do it that way and just like get everybody in the room drunk, but
Damn.
I feel like it doesn't work. I think it just makes the room smell like whatever liquor was inside it.
Yeah, I saw a picture of someone put a goldfish in a bowl of Hennessy,
Oh,
and the fish was swimming around in it.
somehow.
It didn't like die instantly.
Apparently not. I just saw a picture, and the fish was like not floating. You know, he wasn't belly up, so he was like in the middle of the Hennessy.
Do fish float differently in alcohol?
Does alcohol make you more buoyant?
Maybe it was like
Makes you fatter.
I wonder if it was harder to
Makes
swim
you gladder.
through.
Indirectly.
What'd you say, Zach?
I wonder if it was harder to swim through since like a lot of liquor is like a little syrupy.
Yeah.
Or maybe that like boosted its speed because it had like
Alcohol. That's like,
Yeah.
man, I'm getting so drunk.
or like
He was just instantly wasted and just like didn't swim, but was just kind of floating there.
that's true. Yeah. I don't know.
It had to have. It could have survived long.
All right, here's the big question. Do fish drink water?
No.
They've got to drink some. They got to have liquid in them, though, right?
They got liquid around them.
They have to have some in them,
How
though.
are they going to drink, like, saltwater fish? How are they going to drink water? It's just got salt in it.
They got gills.
They don't, do they drink through it? No, they just, like, the water, like, goes through when they pull up the oxygen. That's how they breathe.
Maybe it's like one of those things where like if you live in a more humid climate, you're not required to drink as much water.
Like in when we go to Colorado, they're always like, "Here's how much water you pee out at like normal elevation or normal sea level. Here's how much water you pee when you're like in the mountains." And it's like dry. You remember seeing that at the museum in Denver?
No.
Were you with us?
Yeah, I was there. I don't remember that, though.
Oh yeah, because you mean Seth went. And then we went again with Aunt Tammy.
Yeah. We went to that like before your guys' trip though, right?
We did that after. Did we? Shit.
No, we went, like, spring break, like, last year.
Yeah, that vacation was like a few years ago.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Crazy. So the beer.
Yeah, we got sidetracked with goldfish and Hennessy.
Yeah,
That's the point of the podcast though. It's gotta just take you somewhere.
Oh yeah.
This is honestly a decent beer though. I would drink
I'd drink this with some seafood or pasta or pizza.
yeah.
Or tacos.
Or tacos. Yeah, good point.
I could drink more than one of these.
Nice.
We should probably come up with like a rating system. Like a letter grade or like a 1 through 10 kind of thing.
Like a tier.
Yeah, tier list would be fun.
What's like a baseline?
Baseline?
I feel like it's
a
going to
baseline
change for
beer.
me as I drink more beer, because I don't drink a lot of beer. So I'll get more used to it and be like, oh, you know, these new ones are more tolerable, because I'm used to beer now.
Yeah. When I first started drinking beer, I'm not a fan. I thought it was the grossest thing ever. I was like, why do people ever drink this?
I think a good baseline would be boom, 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 boom,
Wow. Got a musician over here.
something like that.
This guy bites the dust.
Man,
Bites the dust.
it'd be hard though, because like I feel like a lot of it's kind of personal preference. Because I know like you Christian like darker beers. Mm-hmm. Ethan likes lighter, and I'm kind of in between.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a fun podcast to give our own opinions on beer. I don't think we need like an objective system. We could just give our individual ratings or something.
Yeah.
As long as it's consistent, like either tiers or numbers 1 to 10, or if you wanted to be more in depth and like rate specific aspects of it. But as long as it's individualized.
I was just thinking, Tears of the Kingdom, when you said tiers, it's also like rating tiers, because they've got the underground, the main ground, and the sky. So the game itself is actually tiered. But then there's also tiers on the map.
What are you talking about?
Tiers.
I understand the words coming out of your mouth right now. I just am still confused somehow.
What's confusing you?
Tears of the Kingdom is a 2-story house.
Yeah, it's got a basement, the main floor, and like an upstairs or an attic.
Yeah.
So it's tiered, like TIE.
Yeah, no, I follow.
So it's confusing.
Not that part.
Oh.
I'm just like, how did you think of this?
Because you said tiers.
I know tiers and Tears of the Kingdom, but then you're like, oh, the map is 3 tiered or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why I thought of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
How
Look at
insightful.
this. There's Hawaii on the bottle.
No, Hawaii's pretty far from
I
here.
was feeling this and I was like, this bottle's fucked up. It's like not smooth. But if there's actually an island on here.
It also says Liquid Aloha on it.
Yeah, it does. That's cool. You don't really notice that until you drink below that level. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Okay, buddy. Surprise tool that'll help us go to bed and pee a lot.
I can confirm that.
Can't confirm.
I said your name like a few minutes ago, and it made me realize that we never introduced ourselves.
That's true.
We can go around in a little line here, I guess. I was gonna say circle, but it's not really a circle.
We do like an icebreaker, like you do in class. You say your name, your favorite color, and one
Here, I got
interesting fact.
Christian.
Yeah.
How much does a polar bear weigh?
I don't know. A lot.
Enough to break the ice.
Oh.
There we go. Now we know your name's Christian.
But don't know your name.
Who am I?
Well, since you introduced me, I will continue introducing myself.
Oh, okay.
My name's Christian. Like the religion. I don't know if I have a set favorite color. I don't know if I can just pick one.
You got a lot of green right now.
I do. I'm kind of rocking the green, pastel, and olive, and a very light blue. But I like blues, like pinks, like salmon, and I liked orange for a really long time. But whenever I try using orange when I was doing art or like for design stuff at school, it was never the move. It was too intense for what I was trying to, for the message I was trying to get across.
Sounds like you need to find a softer shade of orange.
Yeah, there's orange on this bottle.
Yeah.
The bottle itself's kind of orange.
Kind of.
I'd classify it as a brown.
Amber at best.
Yeah, amberish. Yeah.
And an interesting fact, I like drinking beer. I went to design school, and now I'm doing a podcast.
Shit.
So that half a degree really sent me over the moon.
Sounds like you're pretty qualified to review some beers.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I went to college.
Beer Academy.
Yeah, basically. I'll go ahead and pass the torch off here. Zach?
I'm down to go next. Like you said, my name is Zach. My credentials are I also am currently in college. I'm a banker and I play a little bit of piano. And my favorite color is maroon.
Do you like the band Maroon 5?
Not really. It seems like every one of their songs like hits number one in the charts for like a few weeks, and then they just fall off for the next like year or two.
Yeah.
And then they release just a new song, and then it hits the number one again.
Yeah. Weird how that works.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, my favorite artist is John Bellion.
I thought you were going to say Maroon 5.
Yeah, we just went over this.
He did do some producing for Maroon 5, so that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Very nice.
So yeah, you can go ahead, Ethan.
All right, I'm Ethan. I'm not a huge fan of beer, but I'm here anyway because I live with these guys. And I guess I'm going to end up liking beer at the end of it, so we'll see how it goes. My credentials, I did actually graduate college. I didn't drink a ton of beer during it, though, surprisingly. Just a modest amount here and there. Beer in there. Yeah, my favorite artist is The Strokes and their album The New Abnormal from 2020.
Everyone's doing their favorite artist.
We should probably circle back around, back around.
Yeah.
I don't want to take away from your limelight here.
Well, I gotta do my favorite color too, right?
Yeah.
That's a tricky one.
It's a pretty tough question.
I used to also really like orange when I was growing up, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get an orange Lamborghini when I'm an adult.
Oh yeah.
And then I grew up, and I was like, that's kind of gross. That's not the Lamborghini, just the orange.
Yeah.
But here we are. I still haven't said my favorite color yet.
Keeping us.
Yeah,
I'm
building some tension here. Yeah. No, it's just going to be the secret this season. You're going to guess my favorite color.
We'll start every episode off by us just saying the color.
I'll just answer no for all of them.
And then we have to get dunked in water.
We just gotta like show you that shade of color, and then if you decide that that's gonna be your new favorite color, then that person wins.
Or I could just be, you like show a color, and I'll just be like hot or cold.
It's gonna be some. It's gonna be some like. It's not gonna be like a base color. It's gonna be some like RGB number.
Oh yeah, you're 3, just gonna 4, show me the hex
6,
code.
2. Yeah, it's gonna be some.
It's not even gonna be the color.
That's not the right hex code. Like I would say green, and even if it was a shade of green that your favorite color was, you'd be like, no, not green. Actually, that's not the right hex code.
Well, let's see. There's 256 cubed possible colors then, if you're going off of hex codes, so it might take a while.
We'll get there though.
I was pretty good at guessing hex codes for a while because I used them a lot in when I was doing graphic design, because like everything was RGB. And so I'd have to pull up like I'm forgetting the name of them now, but like a set of colors that kind of go together, like a palette almost. And it would have like hex codes for each color,
like a theme.
Yeah, like a theme. Yeah,
like a color palette.
Yeah.
I still feel like we're missing the right word here, but
yeah,
color palette.
I would go to.
Maybe I could
just do it on my phone. I wonder if there's just like a technical name for it that I'm forgetting, or
for what?
Let me go to color.adobe.com. I'm just not how I spell
it. Do the British spelling.
Color scheme?
Yeah, scheme. I think that's it. Hope I say explore.
That was a
theme, a scheme.
Scheme and
like these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like a color palette.
Yeah, like a palette.
Scheme, that's what I said.
Or a theme. Anything that ends with eam, really. But anyways, these are all coded with hex codes, and so if I was getting like kind of good at guessing them because I work with them all the time.
Oh yeah, what's that one?
042326. It's kind of like a deep teal ocean, like a deep ocean water color.
Oh,
actually, that's a red value.
That's a what?
042326. It says it is a red. No, never mind. I'm just not reading all the way.
It's reading it off the page. So
yeah, it's like a deep ocean.
You almost nailed that.
Dark jungle grain is what that thing's
No, Zach, he's reading it off the thing. It's right on there.
Oh,
he's not
yeah.
guessing it. I wanted you to guess it, but I didn't realize it was displayed on the page.
It's called Stellar Explorer.
Yeah, if any of our listeners want to like look this color up, just go into Google or whatever your search engine of choice is, and type in hex code 042326.
Got some head on that beer.
I suppose, yeah. There's quite a bit. Some head.
So head.
Bam. Yeah, what's that cool trick you can do with beers where you just like smack it and then it like explodes?
Like this?
Yeah.
It didn't work. It's working.
A little bit. Okay, not that much. Thanks, Christian.
Damn.
You're trying to spill everything on the carpet here.
You're the one who asked. I was just demonstrating.
I asked. I didn't ask for a demonstration. You would have cleaned that up.
I don't know if we have carpet cleaner.
No. We got paper towels.
I got fabric cleaner. It's meant for the couches though.
That spray stuff, that Febreze. Yeah, I don't know if that'd clean up beer. Our carpet would smell real weird.
Yeah, probably.
Just moving the air freshener from the bathroom to out here.
Yeah. Well, maybe it'd smell like passion fruit, orange, and guava.
That's true. Maybe we wouldn't have to use Febreze on it.
We could just empty out our beers onto the floor.
It'd probably smell like beer.
Probably.
Glad we're on the same page about this.
Yeah.
Well, we moved past Christian trying to destroy our carpet and our security deposit.
Back to my favorite artist, since we were in the process of circling back to that.
Yeah.
Well, I actually just got my recap, so I can tell you with accuracy.
Wow. Probably on that.
He might not be far off. He's definitely up there. It popped up as soon as I opened this. This is for spring recap.
Russ.
My top spring artists. Number 1, Mac Miller. Number 2, System of a Down.
Yep.
Number 3, Eminem. Number 4, here's a curveball, Kijugo.
Oh, yeah, I saw that on your story. I was like, who's that?
I think it was from, I was listening to a lot of like anime music. I think he did the like lo-fi anime music playlist that I listened to a lot.
Okay.
While I was like reading or something.
Sure.
And then number 5 is Kendrick Lamar.
Nice.
Those are pretty consistent though, the top 3 anyways.
Yeah. I feel like your top ones don't really change very much.
Nah.
That's fair.
Don't know what you like and you stick with it.
Don't want to mess with greatness. So that just finished up our introductions. Now we can finally start the podcast.
That South Park clip. Now we can finally do it. Do what? Now we can play the game.
Shiny hunters after completing a full shiny live dex.
Yeah, us after spending like 4 hours setting up a D&D character. And now we can finally play. D&D is a good discussion point.
D&D is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I sent that Shadow Wizard Money Gang like class feature. I don't know if it was like a sub thing, or did you read it?
I didn't really read it, but I can take a look here.
You can get like a government sponsorship for being like a Shadow Wizard. For being a Shadow Wizard. And then you can cast more spells per spell.
Whoa. Let me spell it out for you. 1, a 2, a 3.
Let's go.
No, that's actually my laundry's done.
Oh. That was a fast laundry.
Well, it was 34 minutes.
We've been doing this for... No, I've been doing this for 25 minutes.
Yeah, we're getting some time in.
Yeah, we are.
Shadow Money Gang. This is... I feel like...
I don't know
it's
what
Reddit, it's fine.
I don't know what I would call it. Like, is it a subclass? Is it a class feature? Is it just like...
It looks like a subclass. It says, out there in the unchecked depths of the multiverse lies a group unlike any other wizard tradition known to the realms. Their magic fully untamed by security conventions, their garments immaculate with otherworldly style.
Oh, yeah.
And their activities endorsed by shadowy masterminds who pull the strings of fate behind the curtain. This wholly unhinged crew of arcanists has thus begun its rise into the interplanar expanse. Beware of their power, for they love casting spells.
They love casting spells.
They do.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun to work in some, like, if we had, like, imagine if we could make a full, like, homebrew book.
Yeah.
And, like, run, even if it was, like, a short campaign, just, like, based off of that.
We could.
Yeah. Everybody's leaving.
My nose is runny, so,
Oh.
might cut that out. But yeah, D&D homebrew book. Fantastic idea. Those, I wonder if they're... Oh yeah, Tome of Beasts. That's what the name of the book was. I think those are homebrew. None of those are like actual D&D monsters. Yeah, they're both like 300 pages or something, and they're full of monsters. Mm-hmm. They're pretty dang cool, and we could probably do something like that.
Good.
Oh man, Ethan's coming back.
Yeah.
The
You guys
one.
still talking about Shadow Wizard Money Gang?
We were talking about D&D homebrew books, and if we should do one.
Yeah, I was saying it'd be cool if like we had one that we like made and like ran.
It'd be like a homebrew campaign, or like a compendium of stuff, or what?
Either or, honestly, or like a compendium maybe, and then like ran a campaign based out of that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe not necessarily like a campaign, like a fully homebrew campaign, but like I feel like just for like building characters and stuff, that'd be fun. Also, somebody's like banging a bunch outside.
Yeah,
you hear that?
It could be fireworks.
Already?
This is where we live, after all.
That's true.
Can I say that in the podcast?
Oh, it is fireworks.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. There's some like artillery shells going off.
No way.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like,
I better take a peek.
Yeah, it's way off to the side there. At time of recording, this is like a kind of like mid to late June, so it's kind of surprising for fireworks to be already going off. But
June 24th.
yeah,
It's like 10ish days till the 4th.
Dang. 'Tis the season.
I guess. We're going to be hearing that every night now.
probably
They're setting the standards.
they're really feeling America this year.
Yeah.
Look, yeah.
We're getting pretty close to the end of the episode here. I think we could just finish off by giving our rating of this beer now that we've been sipping on it for a while.
Yeah, well, let me finish this real quick.
Yeah,
Let
we should.
me get to like halfway through.
I'll finish mine off too, but
There we go. On the first one done. That was a good beer. I've had Kona Brewing before, the longboard and the
Big Wave.
I think so. I don't know about Big Wave actually.
I feel like I've had you try that before. That one's one of my favorites.
Yeah, but you know, this being an IPA, I've generally steered clear of them, but maybe I don't need to. I enjoyed this.
What letter grade would you give it?
Well, it's hard since it's the first one.
Yeah.
Because I don't really have a baseline or like, you know, what's, you know, God tier or like S tier, you know.
What's your favorite beer?
I mean, I like lots of beers.
You're not making this easy.
Oh, I know, it's not
All right,
easy.
I'll give mine here first since you can't make up your mind.
Okay.
I like this beer. Again, I'm not much into beer, but that being said, it does grow on you the more you drink it. So at first I was overwhelmed by the bitterness, but now the bitterness is just kind of like an aftertaste, and it's not as noticeable. Like you kind of adjust to it. So with that in mind, I think I'm just gonna give it around about 5.
What about
Like out of 10?
letter?
Yeah, 5 out of 10. I think it seems.
Would that
good.
be like a C or a D?
Probably more like upper C.
Upper C?
C plus.
Yeah, C plus seems good.
I was thinking like a B. This is a good. I mean, this is a good beer.
Good.
I don't know, like, I don't want to immediately, straight out the gate say, S tier.
Yeah.
Because, who knows how many beers we're going to drink in days to come, or weeks to come, I suppose. But, I mean, I liked it. I really did. It was, it was weird at first, when its whole thing is, like, Pog. And at first I didn't really get it. But at the end of it, I think I'm starting to feel the liquid aloha.
That's fair.
Does it remind you of being in Hawaii?
It does. I could have some fish tacos with this.
Ah, there you go.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right, Zachary?
I'm actually going to disagree with what Ethan said on this one. I think it got a little worse every time I took a sip of it.
Really?
It was definitely like pretty dang good at the start. It was like a little bit sweet, but also a little bit bitter, and I was really feeling it. And honestly, I was thinking about giving it maybe like a B or something, but now that I've like finished it, I'm going to give it just a flat C. Definitely not a bad beer. Definitely not one of my favorites. I think it's definitely just in the middle there.
Okay. Well, how about this? Would you drink it again, Ethan? Would you, if you saw this at the store and you're looking for beer, would you pick this up?
No.
Okay. I might. I think, if I was looking for something a little different than normal, like outside of the regular, like cheap beer, I might pick this up again.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would probably drink this again. Definitely in a group setting where I'm not the only one drinking a 6-pack of it, because then I don't think I could do a whole 6-pack of this. Like, even like, not saying like I'd be drinking it like one night or anything, but like it'd probably last me a few weeks.
Yeah. It's a good one to mix up the flavors of the beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's a wrap. We can think of maybe like a cool outro to do here. We could do like a...
Oh, yeah.
That's the sound of an empty beer.
That's the sound of an empty beer.
That's the sound of a half-empty beer.
Yeah. Where are we posting this?
This will be on Spotify. This will be on like Apple Music. This will be on pretty much all platforms, I think.
Audible?
Yeah, this should be on Audible.
YouTube?
Possibly. I have to do a little bit of research still. We're recording this like pretty early on in my research of this kind of thing to do. I think I'm going to use Acast, just because it has a lot of features that seem kind of nice.
Sure.
Yeah, it should be everywhere.
Widely available.
Widely available for your listening pleasure.
Sick.
Cool. Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Once a week?
Yeah,
Seems
we could
like
do like once a week, at least at the start here, and then if we end up being too busy, we can move it to like once every other week, or kind of see how it goes.
I'm gonna go with once a week to start with.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for listening in, and we will see you next week.